Hi guys, right, if you're watching this video, this isn't a full demonstration of how to sharpen a chainsaw. This is just a close-up that I've been asked to do. So I will put a link to my video that's up there with the full process of it. This is literally just a close-up of showing you the file on the teeth. So, like I said in the video, this is your file. If you have a look on the file, it tells you which angle to sharpen at. Okay. Now use one of these, because if you just use the file without one of these fellas on, what you tend to do is you tend to seat the file too low in the tooth and it starts cutting into the link at the bottom, and you won't get a good cutting action on the chisel part of your tooth on the chain. Okay, so come this way. So what I tend to do as well is a mark, so there's a mark which tooth I've sharpened. So sharpen that onto this one here. Okay, so you get your file, the line you can see here that runs across, which is telling you which angle to cut. And now all these angles will be on the packet of the chain that you buy, so you know you're getting the correct angle. So equal and same amount of pressure as you're cutting. Now I'm just going to apply the brake so the chain doesn't move. Equal and same amount of pressure as you go. Now if you do 4 in this direction, so see the angles right there, so if you go 1, now I'm not pulling back on the tooth face there. What I'm doing is I'm just pulling across to the depth gauge, so it's not actually, so that's just the way I do it. If if you're not too confident, then you can take it out every time. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll move on to your next tooth. Now if you look, tooth I've just sharpened, which is this one, nice and shiny, has a little bird edge on the back of it. Okay, so that little bird edge, some people do this, some people don't. I just knock the bird edge off with that. Okay, and all that does is it stops it peeling off and then losing your edges quick on the chain. So I'll do it once more just to show you. Pass it across to my wonderful assistant, who's my daughter. Take my brake off a bit, move it along, make sure you're wearing gloves as well if it's okay. So angle 1, say equal and same amount of pressure on each tooth. Don't over press. And remember, like I said, it only sharpens in one direction. It only sharpens in the forward direction. So onto this one. Not got quite the angle because of the, move it across. Now another tip as well is don't sharpen these teeth when they get to this end, because it doesn't sit right obviously on the bar. It's got a slight angle on it. Okay, so knock my burr off onto this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that process on every tooth all the way around, and you'll have a nice sharp chain. So if you do it 4 times, 4 on every tooth. If you do it 5 times on every tooth, 5 times on every single tooth. Same on both sides of the chain. Okay. Now I will show you. I've got a flat file, that is. Yep. Flat file. Okay. A bit closer. Now I was showing you about the depth gauge. Let's get nice and close with it. So you sit this little tool, which does your depth gauge, you sit it on the bar, it sits nice and flat on the teeth, and that depth gauge is just slightly proud. So your flat file, 1, so it just, that makes sure that your depth gauge is sitting at the right height to the chisel face, so you get a nice correct cut. You start taking these down too far and doing it just you know, without one of those tools, takes it down too far, chain starts getting a bit caught on stuff, you can get kicked back on it and all sorts. So use this, okay, that tool there. Repeat that action on every single depth gauge, make sure it's all sitting at the right height. So there you go guys, that was a close-up. If you want to see the full video, go and have a look at the link which I've put up, and I hope that helps out a little bit, because I've had quite a few people saying that I didn't do it close enough, so I hope that close-up helps out a little bit. Thanks very much. That was a real quick rush job as well, because I've got other stuff to do, so I hope it was alright. Thanks very much. Bye.